Hello my friends and welcome back. Today I posted a video on a report provided by Deutsche Bank stating that US is most likely entering a deep recession. I don't think it was a surprise for people with an IQ higher than 86, but nevertheless we have a lot of people under 86, if you know what I mean. In this video, I would like to discuss the state of the stock market, the Wall Street, and probably um, you might suspect that it's not doing very well. Well, you are correct. Let's see to what extent the stock market is doing not that well. So this article comes from the week um, from April 30th, 2022 by Grayson Quay, and this is the title. The S&P 500 is down 13.8% in 2022, the worst year-to-date performance since World War II. So, all right, so we got some details. The stock market plunged on Friday, which was yesterday, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 939.18 points or 2.8%, the Washington Post reported. Tech stocks were particularly hard hit, with the Nasdaq down 4.2%. Amazon shares fell around 14%. Bezos is not doing well. Netflix, which peaked at over $700 per share last year, continued its free fall, closing out the week at around $190 a share from $700 a share. I think the woke ideology is paying well, right? I don't think so. The S&P 500 lost 9.1% of its value in April. 9.1% of its value in April, closing out its worst month since the COVID-19 pandemic began in March 2020 and making its worst year-to-date performance since World War II. Wow. According to the Market Watch, the Nasdaq had its worst since April 2000, while the Dow and S&P 500 suffered their worst April performance since 1970. The economy is fundamentally soft, like a poop. The Fed is going to hike next week. The situation in Ukraine is not getting better. What is better? That's very discussable. What do you mean better? Better in what way? Better for the stock market, yes. Oh my. So the situation in Ukraine is not getting better, and high inflation is cutting into costs. Yes. Joe Lavorgna, or Lavonia, who served as a White House economic advisor under former President Donald Trump, told the Post. Wow. Well. So what are we going to do about it? What should we do in Ukraine so we change everything, huh? Yeah, I don't think the Ukraine is the cause. I'm pretty sure it's part of it, but not necessarily, I would say, the Ukraine war in itself, but the sanctions and all the restrictions the West imposed on in itself by indirectly, it's indirectly imposing on itself while sanctioning Russia and doing starting an embargo on the fossil fuels from Russia and so on. We'll see. This is the market watch right here, and the stock market is not doing well. As I said, the U.S. is lost 1.4, I think it was, GDP. So it decreased. That's not good. Inflation is, they say, is 8 point something, which I think it's even more than that. But these are the numbers here. Um, the stock market is not doing well at all. So more of the same, right? Keep on going and see where we go. The bottom is the end of it. So I don't know how long this guy's gonna push all this narrative and all these decisions that they made regarding the embargoes and the sanctions, and um, we'll find out. I don't know how far we can go with this, but things are still okay here. They're not really, here being United States, are not really observable. They are on the prices, but they've been climbing since uh, Biden administration took office. Things uh, got worse, like the gas. As I told you before, gas was 1.70, so $1.70 for a gallon, a regular gallon of gas, benzene, in November 2020, and a month ago it was $4.50 for a gallon of the same kind. Actually, 2 months before, about uh, when the war started, February something. And then the U.S. Started, after they imposed sanctions on oil and so on, and oil in this case, which they were still buying from Russia. They started tapping the U.S.'s strategic reserves of oil in order to cover and lower the price for the gasoline and diesel here in the United States. And they started selling it to European market. I know it was the first, I think, shipment that I reported on was from Texas to Rotterdam in the Netherlands or Holland, and that's not good. It's a seems to be a crisis if you tap into your strategic reserves, which are, it's a bad situation, bad um, economic, I don't know, as I said, situation here. It's just, I don't know how this will be solved. Probably the main thing is the sanctions, getting out of this pandemic restrictions, and people get to work. And I don't know, there are some people making a lot of decisions on our behalf, and we can't do anything about it because we are living in a yellow submarine in a democratic system. So we vote, and our elected representatives make decisions for us. There's no referendum for anything that is meaningful, which I would like to see referendum for important issues that face the nation. But no, no such a thing. So brace yourselves for a not good time in the near future, and I don't know for how long, because it seems like things are, as of now, not going very well. I mean, I'm nice saying not going very well. I can use other words, and probably you can think of some that would fit better than mine here. So thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See you in a moment.